My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich, cause the husband's hustling.
From Rate Field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, the lefty, Martin Perez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And here it comes. Drilled out towards left center field. Robert gets under it, makes the grab, 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And first offering is fouled off. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Ball 1 there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. Man at second. Fought off foul. Struck came out. That's out number 2.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Now the batter now, Nolan Schanuel. That's in there. That's strike 2. Trout on at second with 2 down. And ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Up onto the patio and out of here. The Angels on the board first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So digging in, Zach Neto. And that misses. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now, Logan O'Hoppe. First pitch, not close. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Tauchman ranging back, dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Here is Yoan Moncada. And that one fouled off. Two outs and one in scoring position. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Yusei Kikuchi. What do you have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Called strike right there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Up the middle. To first. One up, one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board. That'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. And 1-2.
So hard to touch I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Two out, space is empty. In the air on the infield. And that is that. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Perez back to work. First pitch swinging.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one wrapped foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting ninth, center fielder Joe Adell.
Here's Joe Adell. First pitch just misses. And downstairs. And that is downstairs. And that's ball three.
No strikes.
Draws the walk there.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Back to the top of the lineup, Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout. A double and a run scored his first time up. That holds the runner at second base. First and second, two outs. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. That's a little bit low. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run across. Here comes Trout flying around third. Head first slide, and he's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Here's a
White
new
Sox,
pitcher from the pen, Jared
number
Schuster.
51.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here on the south side, Andrew Vaughn now.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
You too. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering down in the dirt. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Batting fifth, third
Here's
baseman,
Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And that one missing low. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses way outside. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And there's a ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Oh, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Lenny Sosa in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count.
No balls,
I think you
2
got to
strikes.
choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Look at me, not measuring up how I want to be. Please with small.
Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
the
Here's the
Angels.
shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. On the ground right side, Sosa. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Logan O'Hoppe.
And now here is Logan O'Hoppe. Doubled in his first AB. That one ripped. Back there. And that one's gone. He circles the bases. It's 6-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
That one fouled off. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And this is inside. On the ground to third. Slings it across. And now 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And now the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Into the dive, and he got it.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back at right
And
field.
leading off
Now
with
it's
a
the
White
DH,
Sox
Miguel
designated
Vargas.
hitter, Miguel
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That's down and in.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. First
1-0.
offering in the dirt. That one drifts
Back
inside. In the air, right field. And there are 2 outs.
Batting ninth, catcher Corey.
Here's Corey Lee. Lee, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Grounded out his first time up. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Lee stands at second with 2 gone. Just misses with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Next pitch is outside.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. On to inning number 4. It's the Angels 6 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Joe Adell. Just missed.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next hitter and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Next pitch is downstairs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Well, patience and discipline
Now
paid
batting,
off right
left
there as he
fielder,
got into an
Taylor
advantage count.
Ward.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. 0 for 2 in this one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. That one inside. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Down the left field line, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Right fielder.
So
Mike
a man
Trout.
aboard, and next for the Angels, Mike Trout. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one off the mark, and that is ball one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. That one missed. Nobody out. Runner at first. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and
Now
walked the
batting,
hitter. Man, you got to
designated
challenge the
hitter,
guy with the
Jorge
fastball.
Soler.
Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. And the first pitch
that's a
misses for ball one. Action in the pen down
Ball
there.
one, no strike.
Tyler Gilbert, the left-hander, up and throwing. And the 1-0.
Ball two. 2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. And that one clips the corner. First and second here, no outs. And now it's filled up.
3-2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone here.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Schanuel in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch misses, and the count now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ripped to right. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Still able to fire over. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from
Now
second.
batting,
It's
shortstop,
8-0.
Zach Neto.
2 on with 1 out. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
Trout, the runner at third. Schanuel over at first with 1 away.
Hey.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Baldwin over to second, on the ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Angels 8 and the White Sox nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Inside. And a full count now. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good. Wow. Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Benintendi up here. First time up was a pop out. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man at first, and now Andrew Vaughn. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And there's a ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Next offering misses down and away. That one out to right. Lunging, but it gets down. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, a second, might be two. They get one. Over to first, but it's offline.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
I'm in my mode, I'm in my zone. If you're a hater, then leave me alone. I gotta go into the dough. Money calling, so I pick up the phone.
And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And that's ball one.
1-0.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's hard hit in the line. Ward makes the grab, and that'll do it. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. We've played four. It's the Angels 8 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
White Sox.
and there's a new arm in the mound to start
Number
the fifth.
40.
Tyler Gilbert.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And that one cutting but missing down low. That misses.
Ball
2 balls, 2 strikes. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting, third
Man at
baseman,
first, nobody
Yoan
out.
Moncada.
And next for LA, Yoan Moncada. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Second
Nice
baseman,
job of driving that
Luis
pitch the
Rengifo.
other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. There's a strike. Into left center for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Couple of
Now
singles
back,
back-to-back. To
center
me,
fielder,
it's just a
Joe
really
Adele.
controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
On the ground, 2 ball. On to second, they get one. On to first, but he beats it, and a run scores. And now Taylor Ward.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Hit in the air, center field. Robert pulls it down. Runner tags from third. Oh, the throw is wild.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Mike Trout.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Miguel Vargas.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Shortstop.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
This one in the air. Neto makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Here on the south side, top 6. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Gilbert back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Schanuel. He's already homered in this game. Strike 1. Gilbert, a 6'3" lefty, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2015.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Rojas to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Angels 10 and the White Sox 1. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Swing and a miss. 0-1. In the air, left field, Ward hauls it in for the out, and there's 1 down. And now it's Luis Robert. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike. The Angels up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one hammered back there. And that one is off the wall. Robert makes the turn at second. And he's at third with 1 away. That's a triple.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming of.
Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but
that one is absolutely belted. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 10-3.
He wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Trout sizing it up and makes the grab. And that ends the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 of them left the yard. We're through 6 full. It's the Angels 10 and the White Sox 3.
pitching for the
Welcome
White
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
49.
Jordan Leisure.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost
Leisure.
has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's
And it gets by him.
that's back-to-back singles for him. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And the batter now, Luis Rengifo. Foul ball there. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The underhand flip, one at second, to first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's going to be Joe Adell. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Rengifo, the base runner at first with 1 out. Grounded to third, could be 2. 1 at second.
That's an out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels back at right field, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Sosa.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Adell makes the play, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter
Miguel Vargas will hit next.
Vargas.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. A solo shot. It's 10-4.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. On the first pitch of an at-bat, you watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And
One
now
ball,
1 and 2.
2
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball in.
Hit on the ground to short. Neto. Now a jump throw, and they get the out.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Corey Lee.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yusei Kikuchi out of the game, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Hans
Angels,
Kraus into the game.
number 52.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. There's the strike at the knees. And that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And that's
a
down
ball.
and away. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And the inning is over. But the White Sox get one on a homer. And this is now a 10-4 ball game. Back after this on the show.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
We're at the top of the
Leading
eighth.
off
Now
for
the left
Angels,
fielder, Taylor
left fielder,
Ward.
Taylor Ward.
First
Ball,
pitch doesn't
inside.
find the zone. That one is hammered right field, way back there, and brings it in at the wall.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
Mike Trout, the next to hit for the Angels. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled
Next
over
for
it,
the
got the
Angels,
ground ball.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
2 down, bases empty. And now the DH, Jorge Soler. That's through there for a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
This guy's
No
not
ball,
wasting
2
any
strikes.
pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
One
That
ball,
one not
2
close.
strikes.
Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order. They're up comfortably, though. It's 10-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Slow roller to first, Shanuel. And he handles
Got
it
him.
himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
So here's Robert now. Ball one, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jose Suarez getting loose out there. Quijada also throwing. The delivery to Robert. Sliced hard but foul. The Halos up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there. 2 balls and a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Finds its way through, base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew
Runner on at first with
Benintendi.
1 gone. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Benintendi. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Robert, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering misses, and 1-1. And downstairs. Up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now two aboard. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So one out with two aboard. Andrew Vaughn digs in now. And ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Two on, one out. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runners are at the corners, one away. Good eye right there. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. One run is in. Close play, but in there. It's 10-6.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hans Kraus won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
New
Angels.
pitcher in the game for the Angels,
Number
Jose
65.
Quijada.
And he's got a nice lead to
Jose
work with,
Quijada.
so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenny
Second
Sosa.
baseman,
0 for 3 in this one.
Sosa.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do. When it unravels, it can unravel pretty quickly. And right now, you're in a situation where you're one swing away from it being a one-run ball game.
Swing and a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
And here is Miguel Vargas.
Counts 1-0.
And the first offering is not close. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Next to hit, Brooks Baldwin. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And that one off the outside edge. So they're all loaded up. And it's even up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now. Swing and a ball popped up. And there are 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there, got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Through 8 full, it's the Angels 10, White Sox 7.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
White
It's the
Sox.
top of the ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound.
64.
Number 64.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First baseman.
And here's the
Nolan
first
Shadwell.
baseman, Nolan Shadwell. And that one sliced foul. On the ground to the left.
That's foul.
And it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That one
Ball.
missed. Struck him out looking.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Neto
Nope,
stands
that's
in
ball.
here, takes ball 1 low. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. Line drive, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the
Now
ball pretty
batting,
well. I know it
catcher,
didn't produce a hit, but he
Rosenblatt.
made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that is out of play. 2 outs. A little bit low.
Nope.
And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that
1
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered left field. Benintendi going back on it. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 11-7. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So 2 down. Yoan Moncada now at the plate. Lunging, but can't bring it in. So up next, Luis Rengifo. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 13-7. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Number 64 done for the day. And
Pitching for
new
the
pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Joe Adell. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. And another ball. There's a strike. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On now to the bottom of the 9th. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Quijada back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Quijada in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that misses. Now 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. That's down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, center fielder, Luis.
Here's Luis Robert, also
Jr.
known as La Pantera. Clips the outside corner, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. White Sox down to their final out.
He's locked in at the plate when
Now
he's
batting
using the whole field.
right
He was
fielder,
out in front there.
Andrew
Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his
Benintendi.
timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Benintendi stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next offering is in for a strike. The White Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
A 13-7 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.